The trade war is hurting commodity prices, but it's not clear whether low prices and loss of markets will turn into a credit crunch like the 1980s. Mikkel Pates has been studying the similarities between then and now. In the second part of a multi-part series, he talks to a family whose business was deeply affected by the 1980s crisis.
Bob Steffes started his auction business in 1960. But it was the farm crisis that lasted for most of the 1980s that started to shape the family business into a multi-state auction name.
Boy, it was a tough go. I really thought at the time, those 10 years, that we'd probably never see this again. I find myself looking around today, and we might be in the middle of another one.
Bob says there are similarities to the 80s now, but there are differences as well.
Banks changed the way they lend money to farmers. And when they went to equity lending in a down market, it really hurt a lot of people. And land values dropped, machinery values dropped, banks get nervous, really nervous, and they want out.
Bob's son Scott joined the business just as the crisis was starting.
1980, so I was the child of the farm crisis.
Scott says that when he started, things were going great guns for a couple of years. The significant downturn in the farm economy started in about 1982. Scott blames the Russian grain embargo and high interest rates, which at the time climbed to 18%.
The bottom in the equipment world would have been in the summer of 1985. We saw a 50% reduction in machinery values in a very, very short order.
Scott leads the company today. One big difference is that now land values are holding and overall farmers seem to be in better shape. The ag economy didn't start to turn around until 1987, and most farmers enjoyed several years of high yields and good prices. Bob says he knows one thing after 60 years in the farm auction business.
If things get low, they'll get lower. Then one day it stops, and then things start getting better.
In Fargo, this is Mikkel Pates for Ag Week.